Also, I forgot to show you something very important in the last video, which is how do you open the animations that you made with the old versions of the rig in the new version of the rig. You can see the problem here when you try to do that. That's because of the naming of the new controls for the hand and the naming of the old controls for the hand. So this is the old rig. We only had one control for each hand. They were named hand R control and hand L control, and they were connected to the gun control. Now these controls that are connected to the gun control in the new rig, they are named differently. They are named gun hand R control and gun hand L control. And the new controls, which are independent from the gun, they have the same name of the old controls that were connected to the gun. So the engine is thinking that these controls are these controls. So when you open the old animation, it places the keyframes of these controls on these controls. So what you have to do is to cut the keyframes from these controls and paste it on these controls. And also, since in the old rig we only had these controls, you have to make sure that these two are set to 1. Mine are set to 1. If they aren't, in your case, just set them to 1, and to be on the safe side, keyframe them. So let's place one keyframe here and one keyframe here. And now we just need to copy the keyframes from the hand L control and place it on the gun hand L control. So I'm going to select all keyframes. Let's check if there aren't any other keyframes. Control C, select gun hand L control, make sure your timeline is at 0, and Control V. Now you can just delete these. By the way, before deleting, you should check in the graph if they have the cycles modifier applied to them, because it won't be copied. So in my case, it doesn't have cycle. Those curves don't have the cycle modifier, so I don't need to copy. If I don't need to place the cycle modifier in the new control. If they had the cycle modifier, the cycle modifier wouldn't appear here, so I would have to select the curves and place the cycle modifier before and after. So it's done for the left hand. Now I can delete the keyframes of the left hand, and I'm going to cut Control X to cut the keyframe of the hand R control, and I'm going to select the gun hand R control and hit Control V. And now it's done. Just checking to see if everything is alright. So that's it.